Okay, this is the second video on your sport karate, your WKF Olympic fighting, right? And this is for all grades. You can even do this as a white and a red belt, right? The sooner you start doing this work, the better. So, we talked about the stances in the last video, your guard, front arm and back, and a bit about your movement. Now, what we want to do from here, when we're sparring, before we're actually throwing a technique or a combination, we want to be able to get ourselves in a position to throw the attack. And when we're in the position to throw the attack, we need to do it. The hesitation, you hesitate too long, the person's going to attack you, or you're going to miss your opportunity. And they'll break off, move away, or they'll be ready for your attack. So it's very much like, if you get if you go too close to a dog that's angry, they'll snap at you very quickly. And that's the sort of thing that you need to be as a fighter. The snap is the attack, okay? So you need to make sure that you are ready to go. And going is throwing your leg technique, your hand technique, or your combination. So we're going to be in this position here. We talked about this movement. Now, feinting is very important to get into position. So you can feint a Uraken, feint a Yakuzuki, feint a step-up roundhouse kick. And really, that is all you need. If you want to do the roundhouse, you can also do it as a lift the knee and feint. But these techniques, you don't need to do too many. So a feint with your front hand, a feint with your back hand, a feint with your knee lift to start with is good enough. So what you should be doing, get yourself in position, start the bounce, keep the width like I talked about, keep the hand movement, and then build in your feint. So the feint Uraken. Keep the movement. The feint Yakuzuki. That can be done. It only has to be enough to get the other person, the opponent, to react. So here. Then we've got the front leg. We don't want to feint off the back leg. It's too big a movement. What we want is the person to react, to flinch. So we lift the knee and they do something. And then that is your opportunity to do your attack, whether it's a single punch or a double or a kick and a punch. So from here, this position, just practice on both stances with your movement, getting comfortable, your feint, yeah, and little there, the movement, moving, and your feint, doing both stances. Okay, come back to your way. Now, also, you need to be able to stab, push, pull, all different words, again, for getting the person to do something you want them to do. Really, the higher you go up, the better you get in any combat sport, which is basically your martial arts under rules. That's why it's called a combat sport and not a martial art. If it's a martial art, there is no rules, it's a self-defense system. And the objective is to defend yourself. So, when we're talking about fighting, in terms of a combat sport, which is what your Olympic karate WKF is, we need to be able to get and control the other person. The one person, we're fighting one person, not multiple attackers, okay? So from here, when we stab, it's a push. It's that front foot. Now with that, you can move the back foot. It needs to be enough so the person thinks you're going to attack. They will either come at you, they will freeze, hesitate, doesn't mean literally freeze like this, not do anything, or they'll move back. They could break off to the sides, but they're normally going to do one of those three things. And when they do that, you need to be ready with something. So, we're practicing on your bounce, keep your feet, get your back arm, keep the hand movement, and we're going to just move. Here, here, here. It's a different to a full feint, a full half technique. Yeah, that's what we call a feint. This is a body movement. It could be a step forwards, but if you do that, however that is, you really need to be ready to block, okay, or go straight in an attack. So from this position, practice stabbing the front foot, which is pushing it out. Here, you can practice a double push, which is where you push both feet. But if you cover that distance, you need to be ready to do something, okay? And you'll only do that if the person is going to move back slightly. If they're going to throw a punch or strike at you straight away, when you do that, don't do a double. Your maximum you'll get is one stab, then you've got a block, and then go in, or you've got to be here and be ready to launch your attack, okay? So the drill you can do from a yoi, on both left and right, you can do it on a timer, is practice your movement, keeping your guards, and just pushing, and build that into your normal movement, and practice it so you've got the endurance to do a lot of them, okay? Here, and then build in your feints, yeah? Keep that here, build in your knees, and work that. So try and do that drill with your stabs, with your pulls, and with your feints.